Hello and welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is just after work on Monday. I just got home from work. I went into the office today, partially because I'm taking a Thursday off and that's my current go-to day. If you've been keeping up with my day in the life videos and now back into the weekly vlogs, I am inching my way back into working in the office. We are going to be required to work 3 days in the office come the fall. Now it is just on a volunteer basis. So I am doing 1 day a week for now. Eventually I'll switch to 2 days a week. And then when we do have to be there for 3 days a week, it will be an easy transition. So right now I'm trying to just go consistently on Thursdays. That's the day that consistently works for me. I don't usually have any other commitments on Thursdays in the evenings. All my other stuff is usually on Tuesday or Wednesday, and so it's just an easier day for me to be in the office. But today I actually had a dentist appointment, and my dentist is in my office building, my work building. So I figured I would go ahead and go into work today. I'm also taking Thursday and Friday off because my brother is coming into town. So I just moved my 1 day a week to today. Went to the office, went to the dentist, and now I am home and quickly kicking off this vlog before I go take a dance cardio class. I'm not going anywhere. I'm taking the dance cardio class right here in this office. Anyways, I meant to kick this vlog off this morning and kick it off with a weekend recap, but I did not give myself enough time to do that this morning. I'm still trying to get the groove of all the things I have to do when I'm going back to work in person in the office. Mix that with a Monday and like the Monday morning chaos of trying to get back into the work week, and I just didn't have time to kick off the vlog. So here I'm kicking off now, and let me give you a quick weekend recap. So Saturday I actually just spent most of the day working on Plan with Laken stuff. That's my typical schedule. Unless I'm out of town or on vacation or like somebody's visiting, Saturdays are reserved for Plan with Laken work. I actually had a lot of Zoom calls on Saturday. I had my monthly Q&A Patreon Zoom call from 11 to 1, and then in the afternoon I spoke to the Texas Planner Babes group for their like monthly planner chat. They had me come and speak to them and answer questions, and we talked all about goals and habits and routines, and it was just a really great conversation, and I was really excited to be able to meet them and chat with them. And then Saturday evening, if you watched the last weekly vlog that went up, Sam and I did one of the date night boxes. All of my thoughts about it in that video. And then Sunday was a really nice day. We actually went up and met in person with the rabbi that is doing our premarital counseling. He's not the same rabbi who is marrying us. The rabbi who's marrying us is Sam's friend from high school and from college, but because he's a good friend of Sam's, he is not going to be doing the premarital counseling, and so we got a referral for somebody here in the city that we would be able to meet with in person. So we met with her for the first time, and it was fantastic. Like it was just so, it was good. Like obviously I'm not gonna share all the details of it, but like it was just really great. And she is just a perfect fit for us. She answered so many questions and asked so many great questions, and I just am so glad that we are, Charlie, really, your tail. And I'm just so glad that we're doing that. And then after that, we went over to a park that we love. She actually lives in the neighborhood that we used to live in. So we went over to a park and I tried out my new rollerblades. Okay, let me tell you. So when I first put them on, I did not tighten them enough. They are actually a little big. I ended up putting on my second layer of socks because I wore the socks that came with the rollerblades, if you watched that unboxing video, and the socks that I had on with the sneakers I was wearing. And the first place that we tried to do it was like stone. So it was really uneven, and so I struggled a lot the first time I tried to move around. And Sam was there both for filming but also to like hold my hand when I first stood up and like was getting my like feet under me. I felt like a little like baby deer, and it was really hard, and I didn't know if it was because they felt a little too loose or because we were on the uneven surface, but I knew I didn't want to keep trying in that space. So we went actually over to a basketball court that had a smooth surface, and there was space there because not everybody, like not all the hoops were being used. And I re-put them on, tied them as, well, I put on a second pair of socks, re-tied them, put them on, like tied them as tight as I possibly could, and then I could actually do it, and it was so much fun. Now, it was tough. Like, yes, it was like riding a bike in that I remembered like how and the movements I needed to make, but it wasn't easy for sure. So I did a couple of loops, and then I came and sat with Sam for a bit, and then I did a couple more, came and sat with Sam for a bit, and really the purpose of this trip was really just to like get my feet under me, see how it felt, have Sam there so he could help me, and so he could capture some footage. but it was really fun, and I'm really glad that I did that and I was able to check off that goal, and I'm excited to try it some more. I'm excited to put rollerblading in my planner and get out there and just get better at it. All right, now I'm gonna go get changed and fill up my water so that I can take this dance cardio class. It is Legally Blonde themed. I've actually talked about this video, and pretty sure I included clips of it in a vlog before in the old department, because it was part of the on-demand fitness program that I used to do, but tonight she is teaching it live. It is still virtual. She is only doing in-person classes every other week, but I'm able to go to a virtual class tonight for that Legally Blonde theme. It's a combination of songs from the movie as well as songs from Legally Blonde the musical, but I'm just excited. The dance classes that I do here at home are more for fun than really for a good workout. Because I'm not on the first floor anymore, I always modify and never jump, and I don't even usually put shoes on, and I'm really doing it more for just the fun of dancing. Good morning, it is Tuesday, and it is already 8:15, and I'm running a little bit late today. We had a great time last night. So last night we went to an event. So let me rewind a little bit. There is a podcast called The Flame, and it is a musical podcast. I actually have not listened to it yet, but Sam is a sponsor of the podcast. Like, he has ad space for his financial planning business that focuses on people in entertainment on the podcast, which is really cool. So they hosted an event last night at a piano bar that was actually within walking distance of our apartment, and asked if we wanted to come as their guests. And so we normally I would have said no to a bar on a Monday, but because it is really my Wednesday, or yesterday was my Wednesday, since I'm taking Thursday and Friday, and because it was within walking distance, and because it sounded like so much fun, it was a karaoke piano bar, but it was all like musical theater people. And so you knew that all the songs that were going to be picked were either going to be like Disney or musical theater themed. And so it was just a blast, and I'm so glad that we went. I did not drink. I had a mocktail, which they already had on the menu. I so appreciate that at bars, when I can just pick something off the menu that's already non-alcoholic instead of having to ask them to make me something special. Love that. And we just had so much fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert some clips here of the place. Sam and I definitely wanna go back and check it out when it's not an event for the podcast, just to see what the vibe is like of that place. But here are some clips from last night.
Maybe today I'll find the one. Maybe today my search will be done.
So we still did leave at a reasonable time. We got home at about like 9:30, 9:45, but then of course you feel like you need to kind of wind down and settle, and clearly did not take my makeup off, and just not even went to bed super late, but just not in the same manner that I normally like wind down my evening. Normally I start my evening routine at like 8 and relax with Sam and hang out before I actually get in bed. So it took me a while to kind of unwind and finally get to sleep. Got up at about 7, did my AM routine, and now I'm here chatting with you. I'm gonna go ahead and try and squeeze in a quick workout before I need to shower and get ready for work. This is when working from home is the best. All right, this is me sitting on the floor. My morning routine basket is still on the couch. Lots of boxes that we need to take out to recycling. I'm here to give you a reminder of something that I needed this morning. Somehow popped into my head, told myself, tried it. Just something I forgot. Try the full out exercise first. When you take exercise classes and they give you a modification option, I always appreciate that, because then anybody at any fitness level can take and get benefit from that class. However, if you feel like you are like, I know I'm not strong enough, I should just go ahead and do the modified version, that is what I've been doing with side planks for a very long time. Every time they show up in a class, I've been doing core classes a lot this month as part of that hardcore Peloton Facebook group, and I've been for lack of a better word, cover tiny ears, half-assing side planks because I'm like, I don't have the strength to do them full on both feet. I always put one knee down. Well, today I, in my head was like, just try it. Just try it and see how it goes. And even if you can only hold it for a couple seconds, then you can put your knee down. Turns out I could actually do it. I actually did the full side plank without my knee down. Yes, I couldn't hold it for as long as if I put my knee down. I had to rest for a second and get back up. But like, I still did it. So whatever that is for you, maybe you're not an exerciser and you're like, this doesn't apply to me. But is there something that you always sell yourself short before you even try? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm so excited to make coffee because I'm going to try the new flavors of the Quest protein shake. So recently I've been making coffee at home with the salted caramel Quest protein shakes. And I really love these. This one is like already opened. It's like half used from a coffee I made yesterday or the day before. And I love them. With other stuff. They are way too sweet for me to drink on their own, which is fine. So I just use them almost as like a coffee creamer, and it's delicious in that way. I also have done before where I just mix this with oat milk just for like a protein shake slash dessert. But all I had tried so far was a salted caramel because that was recommended to me by someone else. Well, I tagged Quest on, oh, that's right. I've also made it in smoothie form with protein powder and cocoa powder, and then I also add a frozen banana and spinach as like a dessert smoothie for something like with more protein and more like thickness instead of just like this with the oat milk. Also very delicious. I posted about that on Instagram and tagged Quest in the post. I talked about this during the last weekly vlog. So if you watched last week's weekly vlog, you know that Quest sent me an entire box of Quest products to try. The most important that I was excited about were the other flavors of the protein shake. So we have vanilla and we have chocolate. So what I'm gonna do first before I make the coffee is I'm actually gonna open both of them and take a sip of all of them compared to each other just to see like which one I like the best between the three without being mixed in. And then today I will either use the chocolate or vanilla, and then tomorrow I will use the other one. Okay, so let me remind myself of the salted caramel by itself. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It is, I could not drink a whole one of these. It's just way too sweet, but it's really good. All right, up next is chocolate. I'm excited to try this because I used to drink the Premier protein chocolate shakes like this with the same amount of protein, same number of calories, a lot. But when I started working with the nutrition coach, she told me that the Premier protein ones are not great for you, all the ingredients, which surprised, I'm not surprised. So she recommended this brand. So here we go. I'm gonna try the chocolate. Okay, it's not as good as the Premier one, that's for sure. It's not, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like as creamy. It tastes a little bit more like chocolate water. All right, I need you to let me know down in the comments. Do you like Yoo-hoo? I think it is disgusting. It is literally chocolate water, but Sam loves it. Let me give it another sip. Yeah, I mean, I could drink the whole one of these because it's not near as sweet as the salted caramel, but I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I do the Premier, but it's not bad. Like I tried that vegan brand one from Costco. My mom had me try that one. I did not like that at all. Okay, let's try the vanilla. Oh, that's good. I usually don't like artificial vanilla at all, but this is very good. And I don't also think I could drink a whole one of these. It's not quite as sweet as the salted caramel, but I really just don't think I could drink a whole one. So I'm gonna try the vanilla one today because I'm the most excited about that. So normally what I put in my coffee, so I use the cold brew coffee concentrate from Trader Joe's, and then I use oat milk, also Trader Joe's. And when I first started making it, I would measure it because it says on here, it says to do 2 parts milk or water to 1 part coffee. So I used to measure it. I don't anymore, and I don't even really follow that recipe. So I do about half. I use these cups that are from like going to Broadway shows. When you get a drink at a Broadway show, this is the cup that it comes in, and I always take them home as my souvenir. So I will put 2 big ice cubes, and then I fill about halfway, that was a little bit more than halfway, with the coffee concentrate. And then I will fill almost all the way to the top. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna like dump this over. Almost all the way to the top with the oat milk, so just about that. And then I will do the rest with the Quest protein shake. So it doesn't really add that much protein. Like I'm not making it for the protein, but it is just better for me because of the protein than like a vanilla coffee creamer. So I made it with the same amounts that I would make the salted caramel, but obviously with the vanilla and the chocolate, it might be slightly different because I might need more, or, well, I don't think I'm gonna need less because the salted caramel is definitely the sweetest. Yeah, I need more of that vanilla because this is like, not that I don't like the taste of just coffee and milk, because I do. That's what I get if I go out to places. Like I just get an iced latte with just espresso and milk. So that's what it tastes like though. I can't taste the vanilla at all. So I'm gonna drink some of this down and then add some more vanilla to it, I think. And then now I just know that when I'm doing the vanilla, maybe like less oat milk and more space for the vanilla. All right, now it's absolutely perfect. I really do like the vanilla. It's not as sweet as the salted caramel, but that's okay. I don't need it to be super sweet. I think like I don't really like one more than the other. Sometimes I do lean towards a more sweet if I'm using it almost as like a dessert to my breakfast. I know that sounds so weird, but I love having something sweet at the end of every meal. So if I'm having my iced coffee like right after breakfast, which varies based on when I'm hungry and when I have meetings, then I feel like I would lean towards a salted caramel. If I'm having it more like as a mid-morning pickup, like on its own without any other food, I kind of like the vanilla. Good morning, it is Wednesday and I wanted to show you something I worked on last night. I'm so excited. One of my goals this month was to get back into memory keeping in my Moxie life, and I am gonna go back and do all these empty weeks from before, not the months and not the weekly actions, but I thought that the best way to jump back into it would be to just start with the most recent week. So this is last week. It's very simple. Like I didn't add a whole lot of additional words that don't go with the pictures. I added a lot of full boxes to take up space. It's very simple, but I love the way that it turned out. And I love that it just got me started. Taking the action of working on this spread has just given me that like reinvigoration, I don't know what to call it, to get back to it. Like it didn't really take me that long. It was enjoyable to do. I can do this, y'all. I can do this. It's gonna take me a little bit more time to catch up than I think I originally thought it would, but I am determined by the end of the year to have a full planner of memory keeping spreads. All right, I am still in my pajamas because I'm working out during lunch today. I can't, I'm already laughing about it. So Justina's bar class that's on Wednesdays during lunch, the theme this week is Cats, the musical. And I am one of those weird people who loves Cats, the musical. I had it on VHS growing up and I watched it a lot and always I just love it, okay? So I'm really excited about that. So I'm still in my pajamas because I'm not getting dressed yet. And I wanted having an iced coffee much earlier than normal. It's like just after 8. I'm getting started with work a little bit early today so I can take a little bit of an extra long lunch. That way I can work out and run an errand and get dinner in the crock pot. It's just a lot to squeeze in during a 1-hour lunch break. So I'm just gonna get started with work a little bit earlier so I can take a little bit longer of a lunch. But I'm having an iced coffee much earlier than normal. It is so good, y'all. This chocolate one might be my favorite, and I'm actually really surprised by that because normally chocolate and coffee is not actually one of my favorite combinations. I love both of the flavors separately, but I've never been a mocha drinker. I just have always been a caramel or a vanilla, white chocolate. Like that's my vibe when it comes to coffee flavors. This chocolate quest, it was not as good on its own. Like it probably was my third favorite, aka last, because there were only 3 on their own, but in the coffee it might be my favorite. It's so freaking good, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So I'm gonna get to work and enjoy my iced chocolate protein coffee. Oh my gosh, so good. All right, the camera is all set up for the live. When I do the live on my computer. If you've never joined me live, I go live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and I do the live on my computer through a program called StreamYard. That's how I get the comments to pop up at the bottom of the screen. I'm here for all of that. But I make the thumbnail before I go live, and I use my camera to do that. So I'll set my camera up on the tripod, smile for the thumbnail, and take a screenshot of the clip in order to have a thumbnail in the shirt that I'm wearing for the live that night. So anyway, the camera's already set up, and I'm gonna show you something that I got in the mail today, something that I ordered maybe Saturday, I think it was Saturday that I ordered it. It shipped on Monday, arrived today, on Wednesday. I ordered it because I saw an advertisement in my Instagram story. So Instagram ads completely working on me. It is from the company Ink and Volt, which I have heard from before because Judy Holler, who wrote the pink book right there, Fear's My Homeboy, that I love, she used to use this planner before she created her own planner. She used all the planners they have are all bound planners. None of them are spiral. And if you know me, I am a spiral girl through and through. And so the like time I probably went to their website to look at their products, all they had were bound planners, and I was like, I'm not going to use that. The advertisement that I saw, which is what got me to the website to buy two things, were for Notepads. So the pad that I saw in the advertisement that took me to the website that I pretty much knew I was gonna buy, unless the price was like something out of this world, was this daily planner pad. And I actually have been using the Cultivate What Matters daily planner pad as my like go-to planner for like the last week and a half or so. There's actually a plan with me with that planner pad coming very soon, and I love it for the most part. But the thing that sometimes holds me back, especially since I'm using it right now as a combination for work and personal, is I want half-hour time slots, especially when like a work meeting is only a half hour. I hate taking up the whole line. And yeah, I can write it on half of it and I can make it work. And so when I saw this daily planner pad with half-hour time slots, I was like, that is what I need. I am gonna try that out. So I really like, there's a space for the date at the top, which is funny because in the plan with me that I'm filming with that Cultivate What Matters one, I complained that there was no place to write the date at the top. So I love that there's a date at the top. There is a sort of affirmation line where it says, I will be, and then you pick between productive, efficient, present, creative, or fill in your own, all very positive words. Then on the left side, there is the side for schedule. It goes from 6 to 9. I mean, it says 8, but it goes till 9 o'clock, which is 1 hour shorter of the Cultivate What Matters. The Cultivate What Matters has a 9 p.m. slot, but I hardly ever use that slot anyways because I don't stay up that late. By 9 p.m. I just usually write the word bed, so it doesn't matter. But it does have a space on this for after hours, so if you were needing some extra time, you do have that option. And then on the right side, just like the Cultivate What Matters, it has a space for tasks. This one does have 9 slots for to-dos for the day, and the Cultivate What Matters one only has 7 because they have 2 extra spaces at the top for today I am grateful for and today's priority. Then they both have a section for tomorrow, which I really appreciate, so that when things pop into my head that I want to make sure I do tomorrow, I don't have to go ahead and start writing it on tomorrow's page. I love that. They both have that. And then it's got this little dot grid section that you can do whatever you want with, and then a space for water and a space for activity. I don't know that I'm going to really use that bottom right section. That is not why I bought this, but I'm very excited to use this. I also already wasted a page. I was like, I'm gonna do a pen test and then show them. Laken, you don't use the back of it. There's no, like, the pen test doesn't matter because unless I use a Sharpie, which I will say on the Cultivate What Matters one, you can use a Sharpie. It obviously bleeds through to the back, but it does not bleed onto the next page. This paper is not near as thick as the Cultivate What Matters ones, but my Paper Mate Flare works just fine. Doesn't matter that it shadows to the back because you don't use the back. All in all, I am very excited to start using this pad. I will show it likely in a future vlog because I'm going to keep using the Cultivate What Matters one right now because I'm in the middle of filming that plan with me. So I don't want to switch to a different planner pad. But once I am done with that video, then I will switch over to this one and I will let you know in a future vlog which one I like better. Lastly, in terms of size, the Cultivate What Matters one, they're pretty darn close. Cultivate What Matters one is like a smidge taller and the Ink and Bolt one is a smidge wider, but otherwise they're pretty darn close. All right, I did not mean for this purchase to be like, let me replace all the Cultivate What Matters products I use, but that's kind of what happened. So while I was browsing the website, because let me know if you can relate, but I am the kind of person that if I'm ordering from a place, a shop, especially if one that is new to me, even sometimes when it's not, I will go through everything on their website to make sure that I'm like getting everything I want to get from that website or that shop. So I went through everything else on their website and I found something else that I was excited to try, and that is this weekly dashboard page. And I have been using the Cultivate What Matters dashboard page to kind of just look at my week at a glance. What I like about using the notepad instead of a planner is that, first off, it's easy for me to rip it off and then like stick it with a magnet onto one of my magnetic calendars so I can look at it all week. And basically what I'm doing is I'm transferring stuff from my Google Cal to that, but then I also have it so that when things pop up during the week that like weren't there on Sunday but then pop up throughout the week, I can add it to the pad, and I don't worry about adding it to my Google Cal, but I can know that it's coming in the future. Do you know what I mean? Like if I plan out on Sunday and then on Monday something pops up for Thursday, I don't have a system to really fix that. I mean, I can go in and add it to my Google Cal, but that's just not how I've typically operated. So what I have been doing on Sundays is I transfer everything from my Google Cal to my Cultivate What Matters pad. It gives me a sense of my week at a glance, and then as things pop up, I add them there, and then I keep that in front of me when I'm planning every single day. Now, I do love this Cultivate What Matters pad. I don't use all of the extra features on it, like the top 3, the daily habits, the goal steps. I don't use any of those sections. I just use the line sections. And what I do is add the hours to it. So from 6 to 9, I will write 1 hour per line and then map out my week on an hourly format. This is very different than that. So the other product is really the same thing, it's just with the half hours. So unless I decide I don't want the half hours, like I can't see why I wouldn't switch to the Ink and Bolt one. This one is a very different setup. And so I'm gonna try it out and see if I like it, but I might want to go back to my Cultivate What Matters one. So at the top, it has a space that says week of, and then it says weekly theme and highlights. This will be blank because blank. I kind of, again, like that little like affirmation piece. And then it has space at the top for every day, Monday through Sunday, but it's just a pretty small box. And this is where I would write any timed commitments that I have. I think though, this would become just personal because there's not enough space in these boxes for me to write my work commitments. And on the Cultivate What Matters one, I have been writing some of my work meetings. That way I kind of know when I look at it at a glance without opening up anything on my phone, what kind of level of getting ready I need to get ready for the day. So I likely will only use this for personal things because there's not a whole lot of space there. So if I'm taking a timed workout class or if I have a time call or something in the evening, that will go in that box. Then it has a section for focus areas. So you've got your top 3 priorities. I don't know if I'm really going to use that line, but what I like about this is it's to-do lists by category. You know, I probably could use both of them. Like the Cultivate What Matters one could be like my schedule by hour, and this is like my to-do list. And it feels like a lot that I don't need to be using this many pieces of paper. But what I like is that it's to-do lists and you get to pick the categories. So I would have a category for like things I want to get done at home, category for things I want to do for Plan with Laken, a category of things I want to do that are goal focused related, like the things on my power sheets. And then the top 3 are shaded. So you really think about the ones that you put at the top or the ones that come out of your head first. Those are the most important, but then you have space for the other ones. And they actually have space for 7. So if you wanted to use them as days of the week, you absolutely could do it that way. There's 5 big ones and 2 small ones. And the big ones have space for 10 to-dos and the smaller ones have space for 6 to-dos. So if you wanted to do like whatever your work week is, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, you could do it that way. I will be using this when I try it out by category. Again, at least I will have those 3 categories. And then if I do want to use it for work too, I could have a work category. I don't know, but I was just really drawn to this. I thought it was really unique, really different, and I thought it could be another option in my myriad of planner pads that I have been using recently. Hello, it is Thursday, and I am finally getting around to getting ready for the day. I am filming 6 videos. Well, actually, technically I'm filming at least a part of 8 videos today, if we count this vlog and the Plan With Me clip that I filmed this morning. But I'm filming 6 full from start to finish sit-down videos today. Partially because there's gonna be a bonus video instead of a vlog when I'm in Chicago, and then there's a bonus video on the 1-year anniversary of Patreon. It's just a lot of extra videos that I'm filming today. So I'm gonna bring you along and tell you kind of how I plan that out. I also wanted to answer a question that I got in a comment recently that I thought some of you might also be wondering the same thing. But in the last basically a year and a half, ever since things shut down, I have been using half vacation days really. Today I took the whole day off. I'll tell you why and all the other things I'm doing today. But I've been taking at least a half day pretty much since last April to film. That way I have my weekends and I don't have to worry about filming on the weekends. By the way, my hair always looks a little bit funky when I am curling it or straightening it because I like use clips to clip up all the pieces. So anyways, this is the me you're getting today. Let me put some of my skincare on. I feel like I've talked about all this stuff before. I use the May Love Glow Maker Serum, which is like a vitamin C serum that goes on underneath my moisturizer. Anyways, So I've been taking a half day to film my monthly batch film videos, and really that's just 4 videos a month. The Monday videos are the videos that I batch and film in advance, and I've been enjoying taking, you know, half days, sometimes full days, depending on like the day after my birthday is a full day, because then I get my weekends to do whatever I want and I can enjoy and relax on the weekends, and I'm not spending my weekends filming. Obviously that has been working out because I haven't been using my vacation time to go pretty much anywhere on vacation until this past month. And in the summer it's also easier because my company does summer Fridays. So July and August I can use summer Fridays for my filming days. And somebody asked in the comments recently, well, what are you gonna do when it's time to like go back to normal life and you're gonna be using your vacation time for actual vacations instead of filming? And I will just go back to filming on the weekends. And before everything shut down, I always filmed on the weekends. The only time I would film during the week is if it was a like a tight turnaround, like the timing didn't work out, like I got a package in the mail and the video had to be up quicker than that. Otherwise I always filmed on the weekends. So that's just what I'll do. I will need to mark off at least a half of a day during the month on the weekends to go back to filming, and it's fine. I'm not the most excited about that, but I will make it work. I also could potentially look into my vacation time and still make it work. So if I take out July and August for summer Fridays, that leaves 10 months out of the year. If I take a half a day for each of those, that's 5 vacation days. So I just have to ask myself, you know, is 5 vacation days worth having my weekends and not having to film on the weekends? Maybe it is. And that's just something I'm gonna have to think about. But at least through the end of this year, I have a plan to continue doing it this way, and still, you know, take the vacations I want to take and whatnot. So all that to say is I'm filming 6 videos today. So I got up at my normal time today, did my AM routine from 6 to 7, and then from 7 to 7:30 I actually filmed all of the top down clips for today. So I did the plan with me clip, I did the goals top down stuff, and then I had one other video that had some top down footage that I needed. So while the camera was already in top down mode, I just, you know, went ahead and included that. And then I worked out from 7:30 to 8:30. I am still gonna try to get some workouts in while my brother is here this weekend, but I don't know what they're gonna look like, how much time, etc. So I wanted to go ahead and do a long 1-hour workout today and really like kick myself off for the weekend. That way, if all I do Friday, Saturday, Sunday is just walk around with him, which I'm sure we'll get a lot of steps being tourists and doing touristy things. Sorry, I just really wanted to sip my coffee. If I don't get a workout in, then that's fine. Like if I don't work out again until Monday, I will feel good because I did a super long workout today. And then 8:30 to 10, it was supposed to only be like, I don't know, a half hour or maybe an hour tops. I did some cleaning around the house since my brother's coming to visit. I went and ran an errand, took out some recycling, folded some laundry, things like that. And I was talking to my mom while I was doing it. She always goes for a really long walk in the mornings, and sometimes she calls me and she's an hour behind because she's in Chicago. And sometimes when she calls me, I've already started work and I'm like, Mom, I can't talk to you while you're walking because I'm already working. But today it worked out. Sometimes she calls me early enough that it works out and we can chat from like 8 to 9 my time. But today, she called me almost right when I was on my workout. The timing was perfect. And since I'm not working today, I could chat with her. And so I basically like, it's that, what is that law called? Where you make things take as long as you like want them to take, or you like think they're gonna take. So basically, you know, she was walking to an appointment that she had at 9 her time, and so I made the household stuff take that long in order to continue talking to her. I also had breakfast in there. I did a lot of things. So now I am getting ready to film. I have everything already all planned out. I've shown that in a video before, but I just have a Word doc that has all of the content that I make every single month, and I like a process, a checklist of things that I do to plan it out. So I already have a plan and an outline for all of the videos that I'm filming today. So I, fingers crossed, should be able to just, you know, whip through them pretty quickly, as quickly as one can. So my goal is to do 3 of them and then take a lunch break, get that footage uploaded to the woman who edits all my videos. Amanda, you're the best. And then take a lunch break, eat some lunch, and then film the other 3 videos. And then have time to do my communication routine after that before my brother lands. He lands at the airport at 4:40 p.m. And so by the time he like, you know, gets in a cab and gets here, it'll probably be between I don't know, 5 and 5:30. So I have all day. I have pretty much all day. That's why I took a full day today, because I knew that I was gonna be filming extra videos for stuff, and I knew that I was gonna have household things and, you know, wanted to prep before my brother arrived. If I was just doing 4 videos, I probably still would have taken the whole day to prep for my brother. But if he was not coming and I had like the whole evening to finish doing things, I probably would have taken a half day and not bothered. But obviously, since I want to be done by 5:30, and I still want to have time to do, I wanted time to do workout and do my communication routine, I took the whole day. All right, so one step to a successful batch filming day is having all of my outfits laid out. So these outfits are in the order that I'm gonna wear them in. First video all the way to the 6th video. I planned it out so that, because I currently have on shorts and a top right now, so I'm gonna start with the top, and then I'm gonna move in to the dress. Some of the dresses, like I paired them with a specific video. I have the sleeveless dress right before lunch so I can kind of relax in a sleeveless dress, excuse me. And now they're all gonna also have cat fur all over them. But I have them all laid out and ready to go. And then let's go in. The office, my office is kind of a disaster right now. My desk is definitely a disaster, but I'm not gonna bother cleaning it because I especially on days like filming, if I just get started, I am so much better at continuing to go. So I'm not gonna let cleaning my desk distract me from getting started. I'm basically ready to go. I just need lipstick and I need to brush through my curls. So I'm actually gonna start with secret video number 7, which is the intro and the outro to the Plan With Me. I'm starting with the shortest video because that is the momentum builder. It's just action that gets me started and starts building that momentum. So I'm gonna brush through my curls, put some lipstick on, swap out the battery on this camera. I'm gonna turn on the AC at the last possible, turn off the AC at the last possible second because it gets so hot in here without the AC, but it's loud for vlogs that are much more casual. I don't worry about having the AC on in the background, but for like front facing sit down videos, I'm gonna turn it off. I also meant to say my plan is I'm gonna use the tidying up of my desk as a break when I need a break in between the videos. All right, I'm halfway there. That AC feels so good. Okay, so I am working on uploading those first 4 videos. And my plan was to get them uploaded and then to actually like take lunch, like eat lunch, take a break, maybe clean my desk, like just, I don't know, take a proper lunch break. But honestly, I'm not hungry at all. I still have some of my iced coffee. It's pretty watered down at this point, but it's actually still very good. It's actually still very good. Doesn't taste too watery. I'm not hungry, and I actually, minus the fact that I'm hot and having the AC on is helping a lot. I don't want to stop. Like I would rather power through and get through these last 3 videos and then be able to like put on comfy clothes and take a full break and then tidy up and just like chill until my brother gets here. So I think I might take another 5 minutes to sit here with the AC on and play on my phone. And then I think I'm just gonna get back to it. I don't know. I'm not really in the mood for a break. But I want to tell you guys, if you do not follow Carlos Whitaker on Instagram, I'll pop up his handle here. I found him through Sharon. So Sharon from Sharon Says So is another person I really like following on Instagram who talks about government and teaches. She's called America's Government Teacher. I feel like you probably have heard of her at this point because a lot of people share about her. I do think that what she shares is very valuable, and I have been listening to her new podcast that just launched. I'm not here to talk about her. I found Carlos through her. And Carlos is one of these people who just believes in the good of humanity and wants to take that goodness and spread it to the entire world. And he was I'm gonna try to tell this story without crying. You can go to his Instagram and look at all the details for this. But he was in the airport yesterday and there was a man playing I don't remember which airport he was at. There was a man playing the piano in the airport and entertaining this bar in the airport. And he was so impressed by this man and wanted to do something special for him that he asked his community. I mean, he's got like 200,000 followers on Instagram. He wanted to help his community to help, and he asked, you know, can you give $1, $2, whatever, it all adds up, that we can tip this man like an amazing amount. And in person in the airport, he was able to gather $10,000 to tip this man in the airport. And his reaction was just beautiful, and it just like, and this was yesterday, like I saw this yesterday. Well, I just clicked through Instagram and I saw that he has managed to gather and is going to send this man $45,000. There's a clip of him telling the man and his wife, and like it's just, it's amazing. It is truly amazing what we can do when we come together. Like, I cannot personally donate enough to support and to change somebody's life like that, but if I can donate $5 along with thousands of other people who donate $5, and then we can together give this man $45,000, I'm here for that. And that can be life-changing money, and I just like, I don't know, it gives me all kinds of feels and just restores my faith in humanity. I like that phrase. It restores my faith in humanity, and that we can do things for other people, we can do good for other people, and we are not just selfish humans only out for our own survival and happiness. So anyways, that's how I'm spending my break. So I'm gonna go spend a couple more minutes scrolling Instagram, and then I think I'm going to get back to filming and get these last 3 videos done. Okay, I need another second with the air conditioning before I start again. I have one more video to go. My stomach actually is growling now. I am hungry, but I want to power through and finish this last video. There's something else I was gonna tell you. I picked up the camera to tell you, and now I forgot what it was. I don't know. One more video, here we go. Before I start this last video though, I need to say a couple things. One, I am so thankful for our new apartment. I don't know if I have just been taking it for granted, but not having to set up the lights to film, like just being able to use the natural sunlight is amazing. Not having to worry about what Sam's doing. Is he on a call? Is he not on a call? I don't know, because with our door shut, I can't hear him and he can't hear me, and it's just the best. And we don't have, like, I don't have to worry about that, because that was something that we struggled with, especially when everything first shut down, is when am I gonna film, and where is he gonna be in the apartment? The apartment's so small and he can't go outside, and it was just such a struggle. And it's like, I know that's stupid, it's like not that big of a struggle, but it was something that we had to deal with at the very beginning. And now that we are here in this apartment, it has just been, it's the best. Okay, here we go. I'm done, I did it. First step, air conditioner. Second step, food. All right, I am so freaking proud of myself right now, y'all. Not only did I film 6 videos today and pieces of 2 more, I cleaned everything I wanted to get done today before he arrived. I did my communication routine, I ate, I worked out, I did my morning routine. Like, I feel kind of on top of the world right now. So it is 4 o'clock, and I'm gonna go sit on the couch and read my book. Well, I'm gonna set the rest of these videos to upload to my editor, and then I'm gonna go sit on the couch and read a book. He is supposed to land in about 30 minutes. I might make myself a mocktail or maybe a smoothie, I don't know, something. I think I'm just dehydrated. Maybe I just need to sit with my water and read my book until he gets here. It's been a really great day, and I feel really on top of it and really just proud of what I accomplished today and everything I pushed through. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this weekly vlog here. That way I can go enjoy the rest of the weekend with my brother and not worry about filming anything or documenting anything. As always, I post in real time, or at least the same day, the things that I do kind of out and about on Instagram. So if you follow me over on Instagram at Plan with Laken and follow my stories, I think you can turn notifications on for stories. Or I saw this fun hack the other day. You can make somebody your close friend. Like, if you make me your close friend, then all my stories will pop up closer to the beginning of your story thing. But that is where I will post. I mean, by the time this vlog goes up, it will have been a while back, but that's where I will always post like what I'm doing over the weekends, like out and about in New York and all those things. So I am gonna go ahead and get to relaxing. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Why am I so weird? This was actually the old neighborhood that we used to live in. Like, I don't know, the last couple. Why am I so awkward? Where the heck are all the straws? The same way I would have made it with the salted caramel. Whoa, I'm spilling everywhere. As a 9 p.m. flight, part on the top 3. That sounded weird.